Morning Mustangs, I'm Evan Sandberg, and your ASB Vice President. Today is Friday, January 29th, and it's National Puzzle Day and National Corn Chip Day. We are still selling Mustang Spirit Wear. If you would like t-shirts or sweatshirts, go to the Marshall website and go to Marshall Spirit Wear. T-shirts are $10 and sweatshirts are $22. Also, if you haven't purchased your yearbooks, you can go to the Marshall website to purchase your yearbooks through Skyward. They are $30 and supplies are limited, so get them now. And here's Jones.
These corn chips are really good. Hi, I'm John Distant. I would like to remind everyone that supplies materials pickup days are next Thursday and Friday. You can also get your pictures taken at that time for the yearbook. Please see the Marshall website for times by grade level and last names. Finally, if you would like to travel to Greece with Mr. Philippi and the other Marshall teachers, find the Travel to Greece tab within the Marshall website for more information.
Hi, I'm Tess Haas. Speaking of puzzles, if you like to hang out with your peers with the same interests, try out our lunch bunch groups. They're a great place to hang out, talk about, well, whatever, or join a specific group where we talk about video games, art, music, or puzzling. You can find the link on the Marshall website under Lunch Bunch. Just click on the Zoom link and join us.
Hi, my name's Addison Meeks, and I'm going to be announcing some January birthdays. Jackson Anderson, Finnegan Barnett, Blake Bradford, Amira Brown, Aiden Campbell, Summer Clark, Kaya Cucci, Haley Damero, Kaylee DeLong, Ryan Dura, Noah Fletcher, William Graff, Wynn Henry, Annika Howell, Jaden Kemp, Finnegan Landon, Samantha Michael, Mason Onley, Sam Pillay, Keaton Roca, Kaya Shekha, Ryan Turcott, Noah Vuong, and Zaid Watson. Now we're gonna have Avery come in and say the second half. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Avery, and I'm here to announce the second half of January birthdays. First, we have Shyla Auble, then Annabeth Collett, Jones Dillard Diston, Joshua Doyle, John Carlo Gonzalez, Yaneli Gonzalez, Jarvis Nielsen, Olivia Norton, Lola Pereira, and Bianca Turner.
Hi, my name is Kayla Allen. I'm the Communications Officer of ASB, and one last bit of information I want to share with you today is February is Black History Month. We will be highlighting some people who have made a difference in our country during our Mustang message. However, just recently, the youngest national youth poet, Lorette, wrote a poem and had the honor of reading it during the president's inauguration. We would like to leave you with this video. Thank you and have a great day.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. In the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is. And yet the dawn is hours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny Black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith we trust, for while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption. We feared it in its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation, because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens. But one thing is certain: if we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left. With every breath from my bronze pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the west. We will rise from the windswept northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover in every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country. Our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge battered and beautiful. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.